Welcome, my child. I wondered whether you'd find your way.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't stop them.
I applauded you toward the end. You've trampled my garden, of course. But I admire your skills.
What happened? Are you all right?
I'm not dying. Look after yourself. The old man...
Don't mind your friend. We found her in the spaceport and thought we'd bring her home.
We could have killed her, of course. But what reward would that be when she's served so well?
You don't have to show off for my sake.
A trick of the light. Besides, after a while, changing becomes second nature. Surely you've noticed.
The truth is, I let Mia defect. From the moment she began training, I saw that she was weak, unworthy.
I knew she would flee and turn on us. She was the perfect bait to lure an Imperial intelligence cipher.
If you really wanted to meet a cipher, you should have come to Drummond Cast.
Alas, I cannot trust Imperial hospitality. We've been watching you, learning your techniques. In Mosila, at the wind farm, in exchange territory, syncing our emotions with yours.
You're fantastically talented. You'll show us everything, and then we'll replace you inside your own organization. I'm looking forward to killing you. All that's left is your defeat and subjugation. The Eagle will triumph. You don't know what you're doing.
You don't know how many lies are at work. No idea what's really going on.
Why don't you tell me then?
You'll find out on your own, sooner or later.
It's really him. He's really dead. I'm sorry about everything. I didn't know what he was planning. I can't believe he used me.
The Ghost Cell was playing a deep game, but we beat them.
And I'm grateful for that. So, what happens now? The cell is gone, but we're both here. I am in no shape to fight.
I can't let you go free. Come back to Drummond Cast.
No, I know what's in store. Besides, I already gave you everything. I'll die before I'll be your captive. You understand?
If you don't surrender, intelligence will hunt you for the rest of your life.
I know it's better than being a slave to tyrants. Goodbye. If I see you again, I'll remember you are merciful.
I'm not gonna ask. Let's just not tell your bosses. We done?
It's over now, in any case.
Want to go somewhere with less sand? Maybe more people? Agent, we need to talk. I just heard from headquarters. Keeper finally came through on a promise he made when I joined up.
I'm not sure why that's cause for complaint.
Turns out they took a little long. I asked you guys to find Anspecial, old friend of mine. I told you about her. We hooked up after I left Rat Attack. Last time I saw her, she saved my life and got me to Hutta. I owe her big. Now she's in trouble.
You said she saved your life?
On Ord Mantell. I messed up and she covered my tracks. She crossed some exchange buddies on Nar Shaddaa. Report didn't give details, but I can guess how it went down. I'm gonna head over, kill the exchange, and save the girl. You should come with.
You want my help? You've got it. Let's go.
Good choice. And so you know, we do this right, I've got a surprise plan for us.
Secure transmission established. This is Watcher 2. Your efforts to destabilize the Terra network are working better than expected, Cypher. Unfortunately, I don't have good news. We attempted to capture the Eagle in a raid on Tholiton. We found a base, but the man had moved on.
You're going to make me start dreading these calls.
I don't like reporting bad news any more than you like hearing it. We've also been researching the so-called Eradicator devices. They're satellites, orbital strike weapons with enough firepower to level a city. Here's the bizarre thing. The terrorists aren't building the Eradicators, they're growing them.
What do you mean, growing?
The Eradicators are a combination of biological and mechanical components, organic batteries in a weaponized shell. The terrorists don't need factories anymore. They can grow Eradicators wherever there's room.
Cheap, destructive, and disposable.
Our people are jealous they didn't think it up. We'll continue gathering information. We know what the Eradicators are, but not where or how they'll be used. You have your own mission. Destroy the cells and they'll lead us to the Eagle. Watcher 2 out. Stand by. I'm routing comm traffic through our mid-rim outposts. You're on a 6-second delay until I resynchronize the data stream. 3, 2, 1. Synced and secured. Tracking systems show you're in the castle lands of Alderaan. Enjoy the view, Cypher. I hear the mountains are lovely.
After the last few worlds, I'll be sure to appreciate it.
It'll keep you sane. Alderaan is governed by the wealthiest noble families in the galaxy. They've feuded for centuries, and are presently engaged in a full-scale war. You're here because Imperial intelligence believes that one of the noble houses, or a noble within one of the houses, is financing the Eagle's Terra network.
I thought the terrorists operated on the cheap.
They do, in relative terms. But for cells that aren't self-supporting, costs add up quickly. Weapons, transportation, bribes, everything. The Empire's resources are tied up supporting House Thul's efforts to claim the throne. But intelligence does have one asset. Vector Hillis. Vector was an Imperial ambassador to the nobles, but he was later repurposed. Now he's with the Killiks, Alderaan's native alien species.
Why are you being cagey, Watcher 2?
Apologies. Vector's is an unusual case, and I should explain. When Vector approached the Killiks on a mission of diplomacy, they absorbed him into their collective intelligence. He's part of their hive mind. However, he continues to file activity reports, and we believe he's still loyal to the Empire, even if he's barely human anymore.
A lack of humanity shouldn't compromise anyone.
There are always exceptions, but we mustn't forget that they're rare. We've requisitioned Vector from the diplomatic service and given him a need-to-know overview. You'll rendezvous at these coordinates. Use him to eliminate any noble or house funding the terrorists. Watcher 2 out.
Yes, this is the one, as the song schedule determined.
I can't wait to see how this goes.
We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of the Ouroboros Nest. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Agent.
Cypher 9. I'm with Imperial Intelligence.
Of course. We trust our appearance doesn't disturb you. Our superiors in the diplomatic service find our joining disconcerting, but it was necessary. The joining allowed us to share thoughts and senses with the Nest, forge a bond between Empire and Killiks. The change is a small price.
Changed or not, you clean up well.
You're very kind. We'd rub forearms, but it might not translate. Yes, as to your target, Imperial Intelligence provided us with a list of names, dates, and locations connected to your terrorist financier.
Do you have an ID on the target?
We can't identify the financier himself, but your information shows he's visited House Organa, House Ceres, House Pantier, and House Cortez. Cortez is a vassal of the Empire's proxy, House Thul. If you show the Cortez Baron a copy of our findings, he might close in on your foe.
I appreciate the advice.
We must proceed to the Dance of Unlighting, but we'll remain here for the duration of your mission. We suggest you present yourself to Cortez as an ally of the Empire, show strength, and don't mention your intelligence connections.
Hold your guard. In the name of Baron Payar Cortez and the Cortez Barony, I demand you state your business or face expulsion.
I am one of the free soldiers of the Polemian trade route, come to offer my company's services.
Another mercenary thug, then. Come to Alderaan for a few credits.
Best mercenary thug this side of the rim.
Captain Perovius, there's no need to react this way.
Forgive me, my lady.
I am Baroness Che Cortez. Forgive our lack of hospitality, but these are inhospitable times. And quite frankly, Cortez has no need of mercenaries. Friends, yes, but not armies for hire.
I believe I understand.
Some days ago, we lost a squad of battle droids patrolling the borders of Cortez lands. That squad was our first line of defense. We believe the squad's disappearance may presage an attack, yet not one of our allies has come to our aid.
What happened to the squad exactly?
We don't know what destroyed our droids. They went silent. Until we find out, we must prepare for the worst. If you want our favor, send your troops to determine the fate of our patrol. Perhaps then my Baron may host guests.
We'll do everything possible to make this right.
I'll leave you to Captain Perovius. I hope to see you under better circumstances.
If your troops find the droids, tell them to activate the squad's homing beacon. Perhaps the data logs will help us.
This is Captain Perovius. It's good to see you again. I'm impressed that you conducted the search personally. We're receiving the droid's logs now. You have my thanks.
I don't send others to do my dirty work, and I get the job done.
Maybe I underestimated you. I apologize. At any rate, these logs are discouraging. The droid skirmish with the Killiks. Blasted bugs are on Cortez lands again.
Don't you get along with the Killiks?
I hope you're joking. Those creatures... I hear they take captives, transform them into slaves. I can't imagine a worse fate. I'll make sure the Baron knows. Those things won't build a new hive in Cortez territory. I'll tell you that.
It's in your hands now. I'm through.
Of course. You've done more than your part. The Baroness is offering you an invitation to the estate. You may return at your leisure.